Merry Christmas. Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Here we are on a Christmas edition. Did I get everything done? Am I there? Am I successful? Yes and no. I still have time. Not a lot, though. Come join me. Merry Christmas. Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Merry Christmas, as I said before. So, almost totally done. All the presents are wrapped. All the kids are in bed. Time for sleeping. Just finished the most fabulous amigurumi. I can't believe how detailed he is. I can't believe how good he turned out. He's my best one out of the season, I think. He's got a walking stick. I sewed it to his hand because I know it'll get lost. I'm already looking around for one of the Ninja Turtles I made last year. Little guys, about this big. So they'll look like his little babies. I'm so pleased. His ears went on very nicely. I was a little apprehensive about the shape of the ears. Now that they're on, I'm happy. They're slightly off kilter, which is totally okay. It just looks like he's just, chilling out, saying what's up. I'm a turtle father. So, that one is done. That leaves me with my conundrum. Big words today. My conundrum on the mittens. My mom is aware of what I'm making her, so she's quite okay with them taking a little bit. I told her I'm struggling, and I watched a video today. So, that's it. We're going to chat. I do have some pictures of my Christmas tree, Christmas haul. Unfortunately, my big tree really broke. And so we've been using my little mini tree, which works fine because I don't have a lot of floor space. We put it on top of a speaker up in a corner, and we light it up, and it's quite cute. So we're not worried too much about it. We can't have a real tree in the apartment anyways. The insurance for them and for our insurance do not allow that. So no real trees in an apartment building. And quite frankly, I am super okay with that. I understand people like the nostalgic and the smell of it. But afterwards, you're cutting it on a tree for it to hang out in your house for a couple weeks. I love the idea of when people buy seedling little trees and then plant them somewhere. That I'm cool with. But I'll just stick with my artificial tree. I've had that one for about 20 years now, and it's still in great shape. I take very good care of it. It gets washed before it gets put away. It gets washed when it comes back out. And surprisingly, this one really doesn't lose the needles. The big one I had, the 6-footer, was taller, and right from the get-go, just needles everywhere. My poor vacuum, I actually wrecked a vacuum trying to keep the floor cleaned up because I had a baby on the floor. I was not happy. Alright, sorry. This is my daughter's gift from her brother last year. And it gets tangled quite often. I know she wants it untangled. She likes to wear it together. Okay, sorry about that. Just found it on my desk here. That's a sign that somebody is hoping that I will untangle it, which is a mom job, I guess. I'm going to take this out. This is my mini holder for all my scraps, and I'm going to use it as a yarn bowl. Now, pardon me, I'm really suffering today with my sinuses. They have not been good, so I have a Vicks in my mouth if you notice my voice being a little bit different. So this is all half double crochet, and I think I've worked out after watching a couple videos how I'm going to get around. So roughly about there. I think I'm going to do 2 more rows, and then I'm going to work on the thumb hole. And yeah, I just have to make another side. Now, one video the magic circle went down. I think I might try that. I don't know. She had 10 stitches in total to go around and around till it was the right length. And that's pretty cool. I am going to use this particular one and put the fuzzy one probably after these 2 rows is probably where I'm going to put the fuzzier, harder to work with yarn. And like I said, my mom is quite alright if it takes me an extra day. She's already been forewarned. She knows I've been struggling with trying to figure it out, and I'll be honest, doing the presents today took a lot longer than I thought it would. There was a lot of sorting and all that kind of stuff, and I got into an awful coughing fit that made me really, really feel sick. So, hopefully I'm feeling a lot better for my birthday. Yeah. I will make it, of course. That'd be my uncle. Hello, Uncle in Las Vegas. I will check your message shortly. He's probably sending me a message from him and my aunt to wish me a Merry Christmas. Quite alright. They're Vegas folks, and they both work in casinos, so they're up pretty late like I am. And they know it. I always end up leaving my status as being on, even when I'm asleep for some reason. I just never change it. My phone's always available, which is fine. There we go. Getting past these little knots, which I'm gonna neaten up these little knots in here. I had to tie it in a couple spots because I did cut it. So that's all me. But it's really fuzzy and soft. I'm quite impressed with this yarn, and I'd probably okay, I'm not going to say probably, I'm already looking at getting more by Barocco. I have no idea how to say it, but I'm really impressed with their quality. I can see why they've been in business so long. Then in Sidar, I have Sidar to try out as well in a hot pink. And I'm thinking, Bag O' Day has this really cute hat that takes well to felting. And I'm really looking at that hot pink and maybe doing myself a cute hat. All my hats are pretty. Toque-like beanies, whatever you want to call them. In Canada, most of the time we call them toques because it's a fun word to say. Just say it with me. Toque. Hard to spell. Toque. Toques, or as some people refer to them as beanies. I got lots of those. And I am a yarn lady. So it seems. Yes, honey.
Mom, let's take the first cake.
You're going to be alright. Just lay down. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Peeking at my tinies. All nestled in their bed with thoughts of sugar plums dancing in their head. One of the best poems ever. So half double crochets, which is fairly quick, and with the fuzzier stuff I switched to double crochet, and I really like the way that looks. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. And one more row, and I should be able to block off where I'm going to want to put the thumb hole. Stay in there. My hand isn't feeling fatigued. I did not have any time to crochet today yet. This is my first time picking up a hook. Oh man, I love crochet. It's really nice. Getting a good amount going. Yesterday's video was just me frantic, trying to get as much done as I possibly could before my deadline. How's that looking? That does not look good there. What happened? Oh, it looks like Oh, I did. Okay, I went through the middle and thinned out my yarn. That is not a good look. Glad I saw it before I got too far ahead. Alright, so let's fix this. Keep your yarn together. Don't go through it. Oh dear. Nose is a little itchy. So I've been taking the sinus pills. But I don't like to take pills too much and stuff like that, so I'm trying not to take too many. But that nasal drip really starts to affect your throat and your head. And there we go. It's Christmas. Everything is ready. I don't know if Santa's been here yet. I've got a little audience. Just waiting for it to be morning time. But he might have showed up. Pretty sure I heard some sleigh bells a little while ago. But we'll find out in the morning. I'm glad the rat turned out as good as he did. That was a commission from my son. He hired me because that is the one thing his father was looking for. So I found one of the only patterns I could find online. It was on Etsy. I cannot think of the name of it. I'd have to look it up, and I don't think I have the time today. I'm going to be busy crocheting, like I'm going to get this video edited and uploaded. So if I keep you company, I'm here for you on Christmas even. Because I care. Alright. I know after the kids are done, I got the ham going. I'm probably going to be sitting down and watching some YouTube videos of some of my favorite YouTubers as well. Because I know a few of them are planning on putting out Christmas videos. I mean, they put them out in advance. I'm doing mine the morning of Christmas. Well, the late night. I'm going to say the late night before Christmas morning. And this is a good size swatch. I really, really like this yarn. Baby Vintage Morocco. And this is just orange. I love how it's sort of more of a burnt orange, where it has that reddish hue to it and it's not so pumpkin-y. Pumpkin orange is gorgeous. I love pumpkin orange. I've got a bunch of it up there. I've got it behind me. I got it all over in my yarn stash here. But this kind of yarn, this color is definitely a more moody color. I see it in sunsets and fire. It's definitely a fire orange. I mean, you get the brighter oranges too, but this is a shade that shows up as well in your details to make it look more realistic. And because yes, basic cartoons and stuff like that, you're going to have like 3 colors to show your detail. Things like comic book pictures and stuff, which I do enjoy painting you're going to be at least 5 to 6 subtle shades to get the shape, the shadows, and the depth. And yeah, so quite often I'll be looking at colors and I start thinking about that because, yeah, that's another one of my lovely interests. Alright, we're nice and straight here. Okay. I'll pull you off the ring. And we're gonna pull my stitch out. There we go. Now, I'm going to say this is the size I want. Okay. I'm just gonna grab a marker. I can't quite hear you, Punky. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8's gonna do it. Yeah, 8's good. So I'll close that off. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pop in another yellow. Because I just feel like matching tonight. There we go. So I'm going to slip stitch my way back. I'm just going to hold this up here so you can kind of see what I'm getting at here. I am keeping in mind my ribbing down here. And keep in mind my mom's hand is a bit shorter than mine. But I am going to use mine as a basis because sometimes she needs to wear her braces, her wrist braces from her carpal tunnel. Yeah, we're going to go around and around and around and around. I will slip stitch this later once I get the thumb on, and I'll slip stitch it down the side maybe. Getting there. Alright, just one moment please. Sorry about that. Mom duties, kisses, hugs, loving, wiping noses. Okay. And there we go. Gorgeous. This again is San Mateo by Needful Yarns. It is a discontinued, which is unfortunate. It's a very nice feeling. Alright, so we're going to do our slip stitches in this because it would not make any sense to do it in the San Mateo. So we're going to slip stitch, slip stitch. Now the thing about the San Mateo is I don't like to run it through my ring. It just does not make sense. Here we go, slip in stitches. And we will come back to this area soon enough. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut my yarn here or not. We're going to slip stitch right there. And I'm going to wrap that through so I don't get stuck because I'm very unlucky that way. There we go. I think I'm doing this right, so I'm kind of winging it. Looking at a couple different patterns that just did not do it for me. Alright, get this donut. I don't work with donuts very often, so this is very unique for me. Donuts. Here we go. Give it a good little slippy stitchy. I think what I'm going to do is to get around, I think I'm going to add 2 stitches on either end to join them. So then it just comes into one whole piece on the top part so I don't have to do stitching up the side. And then I know how it's going to fit because, like I said, my hands are longer, but her hands are quite a bit thicker, so I gotta be sure I've got enough. And then I gotta make a twin. I do have this written down, and I'm not going to stitch it all up until I'm totally finished here. So we're going to do this right here. And I couldn't be happier with this color palette for my mom. This is definitely her and baby girl. They both love these fall colors. There we go. Whoops, no. Don't pull that through yet. Wow. You can tell it's been a long day already. I will weave that in later. I'm going to try it through here and see if that actually works without causing... Oh yeah. So we're going to do 2. Yeah, because I'm doing double crochet now. And I'm going to put 2 into that stitch there. So each end is going to have 2 stitches. And that should be all I need. Oh wow, just wrapped around my yarn winder, why don't you? And I should probably only have to do about 5 or 6 rows of this. And then I'm going to debate about the fingertips. I'll probably leave it the fuzzier stuff. We're going to do a nice loose stitch. I don't want this to be tight. I don't want it to be... She said she would like to have a little bit of... She wants it to be warm, but she also would like it not to be stiflingly hot. So I'm trying to keep my stitches with a bit of an air hole. If that makes sense, because some people really like the tighter weave, and my mom has said that she would prefer it to be a little more, because she gets very hot very easily. Okay. Donuts are us. Okay, Donut, I'm going to put you in here, and I hope you don't go flying all over the place. You probably will, because that's my work, right? It's all good. It's all good. I'm not feeling any pressure. I'm feeling nice and relaxed. Because my main goals were met. And my mom knows that I'm not going to leave her high and dry. She's going to get... It's better for me to take my time when I'm working out a problem rather than rushing through it, because then it'll come out the way that I want it to. And if I could start making mittens, that'd be cool. I like mittens. The girls both still like mittens. I mean, the gloves are fun, but mittens are so cute. I have a pair of those, they're half fingerless gloves, so they cut off right around where my black ones do, and then they have a flap that you can flip open or done. I also have a pair of, oh actually no, I don't have them anymore. I had a pair of bright, like neon yellow, texting gloves. They have the texture on the finger so you can still text and not have to take your glove off, because at the time I was a cleaner and I always had to be texting my husband, and I hated taking my gloves off at the bus stop because it's just another thing to keep track of. I still think those are pretty neat. Because hey, sometimes your hands get really cold and you don't want to text, but you need to send this message. So, one pair of gloves I did not really like very much was a pair of leather gloves I had. And it got tight so fast and started cracking, and I wasn't really liking it. I understand my mom talking about stifling, because those gloves were always making my hands so sweaty. They had so much, they had the leather, and then they had like a down, I think it was down. It was something, some sort of soft material on the inside that really didn't stay soft for very long. How about you lay down?
I said it was a clean. Hey, Bob.
Oh, just stop. I'll take care of you in a minute. It looks like I'm not going to do a video as long as I was thinking I was going to be able to do. It looks like I have to go and be snuggly mommy to get someone to go back to sleep. And I'll just upload my video then. I will have pictures and a recap of this crazy season and everything that I've had to do to get ready for it. Probably the 26th or maybe the 27th. Probably the 26th. That'll be the easiest time to make sure I'm able to get a hold of everything I've made before it's all gone. I'm just going to finish up this row with 2 stitches in my last one here. So I'm going to go 2. So 1. Give me that. And 2. Now I'm going to run these 2 together. Now this is where it gets tricky. That is my doll right there. I'm just going to slip stitch you together. Go 1, 2, okay. Now let's try this. Alright. Alright. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I hope you got everything done. I hope your holidays are great, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.